Hi, it's Zoe here, and I've just come off a seminar meeting watching Roger Martin Fagg, who's a very well-known behavioural economist, and he speaks to part of the Property Academy, which is a lot of estate agents who are very keen to know what's happening in the property market and where we're looking to go in the future. What surprised me is that the UK has had the fastest growing economy in the G7 in the last 6 months. We've grown by 1.1%. He said that's really positive news, and that's not getting reported in the newspapers. The media and some irresponsible politicians are actually creating a bit of a misery story when he said, in fact, that's not the case. The economy is doing well. In addition to that, what surprised me is that the UK is the fourth biggest country where investment and application is going into AI. So there's £14 billion going into the UK economy on AI alone, and little old UK and Ireland is being chosen as one of the best places to be for that. So that's good news. Property prices, that's what everyone's waiting to hear about. Well, I'm going to say, except for London and the southeast, property prices are growing, and on average by 3%. In the northwest, they're growing by 6%, all except London and the southeast. Now, the London and the southeast really went mad post-pandemic, probably because people were moving from the city out into the countryside, and the prices escalated to basically now an unaffordable level. So the southeast, particularly where we are in Essex, is having a price adjustment, which is still settling down, and the rest of the country are catching up. So we're not seeing property prices in our area perhaps going up anytime soon, but certainly in the next 15 months plus, we're expecting them to gradually start rising again. Now that's great news for buyers, isn't it? It's fabulous news. And with the interest rates being between 4.7 and 5.1 for a fixed rate interest, that's still cheaper than renting a property. So that's pretty much where we are with that. Let me just check my notes in case I've forgotten to tell you something. Yeah, with regards to the budget, that was the interesting one, with stamp duty, land tax. Now, whether it's this budget or whether it's going to happen anytime this year, there is actually a lot of speculation that stamp duty is going to be paid by a seller and not the buyer. Now, don't get too panicked by that, but that could actually put a lot more money and allow the buyer to borrow more, which could help. And they're talking about sort of a wealth tax, which is equivalent to the stamp duty land tax for the seller. I guess if you're buying another property, then it all irons itself out, because the seller of the property you're buying will be paying the stamp duty. I guess if you're downsizing and not buying another property, then yes, that just is a factor that you would have to take into account when we're calculating the guide price. But it will allow the borrower to extend their ability to buy property. Now, the other note that I was just going to say, yeah, with the budget, again, speculation that one of the ways that the Chancellor is going to find some money is to increase the VAT to 22.5%. So that looks like it's on the cards. All in all, the whole seminar was really very positive. In some respects, the market's very stable and it's a bit boring, but positive in the sense that, like I say, if you're looking to buy, what a fantastic time to be doing so. Anyway, I hope that is of interest, and catch up when I hear the fourth one of the year.